What up? What up? What up? It's your man, you know who it is. It's Leo Brown coming at you live from Brew Bar. Coming at you live from Brew Bar.
Ooh,
And today we have a hell of a show, Chris. Um, it's a different kind of show.
I see.
Mostly everybody has been a part of this brand in some kind of way, and I don't mean be a part of, but they have smoked this brand. But what's going on, man? What's going on out there in the Carolinas, man? You said it's cold out there, huh?
It's cold out this bitch. No, it's not really cold. It's football season. You know, this is like it lasts more 2 weeks into October. So it's getting kind of
Right.
chilly. The leaves are kind of getting ready to turn. You know, it's a good time to go to apple picking and pumpkin patch time. But it's cold. It's cold, bro.
Well, I am not looking forward to that shit. I'm out here with short sleeves on.
They
It's a
got.
beautiful day here in San Diego. Come on, man, you gotta act right. You gotta talk to the gods or something. Something.
I'm gonna try. I'll try to talk to my Carolinian god up there. You know, with Carolina Blue Sky. See what we can do for you.
Yeah, you gotta talk. You gotta talk. Hey man, did you hear about Aladino? I think we actually picked a cigar up, the vintage selection.
No, what happened?
So this cigar is only coming in one size right now, at least until next year. So they're only doing the Rothschild size. But the funny part about it is that they're gonna be doing it in boxes of 50.
Makes
Boxes of
sense.
50. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Which I still got it at the house. I never smoked it yet. But
I do mine as a 30. You know, since we bringing it up, guess what's back, dog? The halftime. You never had a halftime.
I did have that time. You gave it early. Early
Didn't I
when
send
we
you a halftime?
yeah, we did that. We you sent me that one early when we first got together.
Mm-hmm. This is
Yep,
the
yep.
Nicaraguan halftime.
Yeah, not that one I don't have. That one
You
I
will.
don't have.
You will very soon.
But yeah, the Aladino is gonna come in a it's gonna be a Puro. It's gonna be under a Puro.
That's how it should
And
be. Wintertime.
yeah, I really like that stick. Like I said, I'm gonna smoke it at some point.
Yeah.
But the other one that I like, which is kind of weird, which he was a part of the Drew Estate family in the beginning. Nick Lilo, with Foundation, he's coming out with a new cigar as well. It's a two-way called the David and Goliath,
Mm.
and I think that is kind of funny because he's only bringing it out in two. Well, it's the same damn cigar, right? It's the same damn cigar,
Two different
but
sides. Two different Vitolas.
right, two different Bartolos. I thought it was pretty smart. Genius. I mean, David and Goliath, same size, same cigar. Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, it'll work. It might taste a little different with the sizes and stuff. Well, with the different shapes. It might taste a little different.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But
Hopefully.
yeah, I did. I thought it was brilliant. I think it was great to do that. People get a chance to get more bang for the buck. That's all I can say about it.
We'll see. What's the ring gauge on that? Looks like a thick ass ring gauge on that thing.
I believe that the Perfecto is going to be a 52. Oh, yeah, 54.
Oh,
Yeah, the
okay.
David is a 54. The Goliath is going to be a 58. Obviously, Goliath.
I knew one of them looked larger than the other. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. A
So
little nubby. A little nubby.
pretty interesting what's going on with that. And there it is once again for all you guys. You got the David and the Goliath coming out of Foundation. Should be very interesting.
Should be.
So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go ahead and really get it going. And I really am excited about this group that I'm bringing in. Yes, and there is a group. I told you guys it is Frankie Drinks and the crew. And I'm gonna start off. If you do not know this man, get your asses up. Start clapping your hands because Dranky is my man. What's going on, my man, Frankie Drinks?
What's going on, Leo? Listen, thank you for having me on, man. We are hopefully, can you hear me?
I got you, brother. I got you.
All right, perfect, man. So, great Saturday afternoon. It's only like 9,000 degrees out here. Not really. It's in the 80s, but it's overcast and quite cool. Not cool as Carolina blue, up in the Carolinas, but we'll take it. It's usually brutally humid and hot. So, unlike you, which you just get that warmth, but it's a dry heat, so it's all good. right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's good to see you, man. It's been a while.
Listen, definitely has, and thank you for having me on. Barrels and Leaves, and I love what you do, and thank you for the support.
Of course, brother. Of course, man. Anytime I can get you. I love having you. I know that you're a busy man. You're all around the country. You never stop going. Plus, you got the big show, Six and Sips, which is a great show. In case none of you guys have been watching or tuning in, make sure that you tune in. It's every Wednesday, right, Frankie? Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So adjust accordingly, as I like to say.
There you go. You got that shit right, man. And you want to go ahead and introduce the rest of the cast, man? You want to bring them in?
Absolutely not. I've been trying to avoid these people like the plague, man. Because they're some of my favorite people in the world. But in lieu of being able to hang out together, we hang out virtually on Wednesday nights, and it's been a great pleasure to have them on. And yes, I will take that honor. And first up, ladies first, always. Someone you're very familiar with. My good friend Cara, who's the West Coast territory manager, and she takes care of everything West Coast, because West Coast is the best coast. So,
thank you, Frankie.
And Cara was on last week as a special guest at Sticks and Sips, and Sticks and Sips is where we're able to get together, learn a little bit about the spirit, learn about our Drew Estate cigars, and really tackle some issues of the day if we want to. And last week was a phenomenal episode, and Cara was a part of that. So welcome, Cara.
Thank you, Mr. Frankie. Thank Leo. Thank you, of course, for having me on. This is my second time to be on your show, so I do appreciate it most definitely.
Is this only number 2?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, damn it, we got to do more. We got to get better.
Well, now I missed the show. It must have been a while ago.
It was probably a year and a half ago. It's a while ago. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have forgotten you.
Yeah.
And moving on, Frankie.
All right, and moving on.
I'm here to balance the odds today. I am here to balance the odds today.
All right, so next up, I've got my man Will McPhaul, who's in charge of territory manager for Drew Estate from the Carolinas, and not only is he a territory manager phenom, he is incredibly knowledgeable, and more importantly, he is we wanted to do Sticks and Sips, like this weekly bar hangout where you could join us, right? In lieu of that place that we used to hang out with our friends. And so he's become a regular, and I mean, a regular, not irregular. So just wanted to pronounce that correctly. And, and I appreciate him for all he does for Drew Estate. And I'm going to welcome Will McPhaul.
Appreciate it, Frankie, Leo, Chris.
What's up, dog?
Another day, man. You know how we do in the Carolinas.
Yeah, right now.
Did you forget Cara?
No, because Cara said West Coast, Best Coast. I don't believe in that bullshit.
Yeah, West Coast, West Coast. Come on, we all know this.
Look, nah.
And we got our second
West
Coast coming up.
West Coast is where legends go to die.
Right. So listen,
damn,
right now,
hold on.
You are balanced right now in that you got like two Carolina and 2 West Coast. So let's see what our next
battle is on.
Let's see where our next guest from Drew Estate. I want to welcome my man, Mr. Ryan Rayford, and he is our territory manager for Southern Texas. Is that correct, Ryan?
No, North Texas. North
Texas. Sorry, man.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
North, south, whatever.
West Coast in the house, though. West side.
That's right.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Me and Ryan are on the same team for the company.
West Coast down.
There's always
it's beautiful and sunny where I'm at, man. You over there, you gotta What you got? Cashmere on? You got jackets on and shit?
Hell yeah. We get
At the
change
end
of
of the day,
seasons. You know, we get change of seasons. We get to see when the damn season's coming.
Hey, but Chris, in the day, the sky is Carolina blue everywhere.
Everywhere.
Oh,
and you
shit.
know
Here
what
we
you
go.
do? Hey, what you know what you do when you do it?
You obviously don't know LA smog, so there.
I don't want LA smog, but I know New York City pollution.
Hey, don't go swimming in that East River. But listen, I'm gonna side today. So by heart, I'm not gonna say where my heart lies, but today I'm gonna stand with the East Coast guys to balance it out. Because
Oh damn! I see how this gonna go.
Look,
okay.
We
Me and Cara
appreciate
can
you.
hold this shit down if we need to.
East Coast.
The only thing we're not going to talk about right now, because we're all squared up, right? East Coast, West Coast, is we're not going to have a white shoe incident. So let's move forward. All right.
Okay,
so
okay.
I don't know what that means.
Hey, I tell you what, man. This is
you need to watch a little more Dave Chappelle, and I'm going to leave that back, and I'm going to give the reins to this show because this is not my show. This is not.
I actually watch a lot of Dave Chappelle, so.
So, Leo, thank you for allowing me to introduce my crew. And my crew is dangerous, and everyone in the cigar industry knows it. Chris, my apologies, man. We're not gonna catch you outside no spot, but you know what I'm saying. Don't front. I'm just
don't want none. I want none.
Hey.
We play good. We play good. We love everybody. So,
I bring my two people. I got my two people.
Smith and Wesson?
Yeah.
I knew where that was headed. That's
that's good. Listen.
Oh man, I love this, man. This is not the regular behind the brand show. This is going to be something a little bit different. I have very, very good ties to everybody on this show. I love everybody on this show. Thank all you guys for coming in. And Frankie, I mean, we that was a hell of an intro, man. I mean, shit.
That's what he's doing. Huh?
I've been on the fucking show for 27 weeks, no breaks, man. These people they freaking hard, man. It's like no Wednesday off ever.
Listen, you got one job. Wednesday nights, get drunk and smoke a cigar. Okay, like.
I didn't say it was bad. Just that I got no breaks,
bad, bro.
I wasn't complaining about the working conditions. It's just like, can I take a Wednesday off? No. And so we're on the back half. It's incredible. We did episode 26 and enjoy who's been with me all the way, Jack Hare as well. These guys go, we just hit the half year mark, and I'm like, how'd that shit happen? And I'm incredibly honored by that. To be on and talking about our brands, talking about amazing spirits as well, and doing deep dives and getting such amazing guests that want to share that story and again, another opportunity, and I'm thankful for that, Leo.
And that's another thing too, Frank, is that you have some hellified people on, and I know that you've been in this business for a long time. You've been doing your damn thing, man. And I again, my hat's off to you. But when I look at some of the brands that you've had on, I mean, you have people on, like Happy Van Winkle, the owner of Happy Van Winkle. You've had on Lefroy. I mean, you've had a shit ton of people on, man. And it's something that I must say that I aspire to do. And following your lead is great, man. So I definitely want to keep it going. I'm sorry, I don't normally get a chance to tune in every Wednesday. Normally I'm working behind the damn bar at the lounge. But I'm going to start tuning in a little bit more, man.
But here,
I
got the answer for you. It goes on the Drew Estate Facebook page. All you got to do is click a video. You can rewatch it on your own time. And, you don't have to take it all in for the grandeur that it is. And besides, you probably preserve your liver that way.
No, don't worry. I always
Hey,
catch the replay.
that's a major key,
I just
man.
love seeing you there.
Sometimes you got to take a week off with Frankie, bro. You can't tune in and try to keep up every single week. I'm talking not for myself, but like for the average Joe out there. You can't keep up, man. It's too much going on. It's way
Listen,
too much going on.
listen. Don't say average Joe, because Gooch is out there somewhere. You know,
Wow.
Oh man, but no, dude, I mean, I love having you guys on. It's always fun. This is again, you guys. This is not the average show. There is no telling what direction this damn show is gonna go. I'm gonna try to keep some kind of track about what the hell we're doing. This may go an hour, this may go an hour and a half. I don't know because Frankie's last show just went 2 hours, and that was amazing. There was a lot of talk on there.
I woke up. I'd finished that show and woke up Saturday morning, and then it's like, what happened?
Wednesday happened to be 72 hours long.
Yeah, exactly. It was the longest show ever. But listen, I am. Listen, as far as being able to having the honor to present on behalf of Drew Estate, not only our great cigar brands, right, and to talk about them and to talk with the great people behind our cigar brands, from our TMs to the guys, at Benny's and ABC, and bringing in, retail owners. It's been quite an amazing experience. On top of the spirits guys, and it truly is something that I hope helps to educate everyone that's out there listening, tuning in, where they can get something from it. I call it edutainment. And I think that's also what you do. You do an amazing job of entertaining, but not only that, but really helping to get the word out about the industry. And I appreciate your efforts, and I applaud you for growing what I call growing the pie, right? Making that world of cigars more in tune, more knowledgeable, and everyone benefits from that, So much applause and kudos to you.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. Frank, I just want to go back for a minute. I want to go back in time just for a second. You and I met probably 2.5 years ago, something like that. And at the time, you were, I believe, just getting in or taking over, should I say, the John Drew brands, which is up on the screen right now. Can you tell us a little bit about the John Drew brand?
Sure. So I started with John Drew brands in 2016, and it was kind of this special project that JD, our founder, brought me into, and it was really something special. It was a designed to be a limited run project, and it's kind of hit its limited run, and we were not, at least I was. It wasn't the happiest way to transition right out, because I would have loved to have seen that continue. But as we know, the liquor world is incredibly competitive. You've got to do what you need to do at the right times, and so we transferred the brand. It still existing out there. We transferred to a company that's taking care of that. And then in 2019, I was as I was wrapping up my duties with John Drew brands, I was able, thankfully, to get picked up into the Drew Estate family, and I've been very happy ever since. And 2020 gave us the incredible opportunity to create something new. And I thank the marketing team for putting me at the front of that. And so they got the birth of Sticks and Sips, and here I am, man. Probably until I die.
Right on.
Or I suffer some sort of liver failure, but one of the two.
Hopefully
I guess
not on air. That would be terrible.
I guess there's only been a few people who actually left Drew Estate, and sound like you're gonna be a foundation right there. Cara, I love me some Cara Bella. It's been a while, and I just want to say welcome. Thank you for all that you do, all that you have done for Barrel at least. After meeting you for the first time, not on this kind of platform because I was just getting started doing my thing, smoking and meeting you at different lounges and stuff like that. It was always a joy to meet with you, talk to you. You're the only female on the show right now. And I know you just got done with Frankie talking about Ligas and the ladies of Liga. And just talk to us about a little bit about what it really takes to be in this industry with a bunch of damn men.
Yeah, it takes a backbone. I think any woman in this industry now knows that. I started in the industry back in 2008. So at that point, that was what, 12 years ago or something like that now.
Yeah.
I worked at a cigar shop. It was a private club. Obviously, lots of very well educated, important people came into that lounge, and people always just kind of brushed me off. They saw a little white girl standing there trying to sell him a cigar, and they're like, "You can't help me."
Wait a minute. You white?
What?
Is you white? Is you a white girl?
Well, people think I'm white, so I'll run with it.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yeah, because you damn sure ain't white to me.
But yeah, so I mean, my thing is with anything you're doing in life, if you're a lover of it, you got to be educated in it. So I got really educated in tobacco, probably overeducated, just basically. So obviously I wasn't played a fool and I didn't play myself a fool while I was sitting there trying to educate somebody else on something they may or may not know about, so over the years, obviously you see many more women coming into this industry, and I welcome them all. I really do. I love to see so many more women expanding and growing. And Leo, out here in California, more so up in the LA market, there's a huge Sisters of the Leaf following. There's a pretty small one down here in San Diego, and up in Northern Cal. I don't really know of too much happening, but I love seeing all the ladies up in LA. Just kind of everywhere I go, they're there. I love it. But yeah, to be a woman in the industry, you really just have to have a backbone because there's still all that sexist stuff, obviously, that happens. Men think that a woman smoking a cigar is the sexiest thing they've ever seen, and it's. I'm like, you got a cigar in your mouth too, bro. Like,
Exactly.
Sexy. So, I've been at.
It don't look. It just doesn't look as good as Will does. His Instagram photos and shit.
I've been at events where, a guy will pull a cigar out of his pocket and it's an 80 ring gauge or a 70 ring gauge. And he's like, "Oh, here, have a cigar." And I'm like, "I'm good. Like, you really think I'm going to put that thing anywhere near my face right now?" So, but yeah, just knowing where you're at and who you are and how, and the ground you're standing on is probably the most important, I will never ever use sex to sell what I'm trying to sell by any means. I will say, and I think I shared this on Frankie's show the other day, that when I first started back into the industry, so back in 2008, social media wasn't really a thing, so it was me, and there was actually one of my reps, Shauna Williams, who also works for Drew Estate. She was the first female that I ever met that was in the industry outside of myself. So I pretty much latched onto her. She was a great resource, honestly. But I ran the shop for a few years, left, came back into the industry, and that's when I came onto this side of it. And, I started up my social media, and I used to laugh about it because I was like, who's going to follow me? Like, why do I have to do this, And, I had a couple hundred followers, and then all of a sudden I hit 1,000, and then I hit 10,000. I just laughed. I'm like, are you kidding me? So, and I will say at that point, if you scroll all the way back to the beginning of Cara's Instagram, you'll see not like sexy photos or anything like that, because I never really posted anything like too crazy, but I would post like more suggestive photos. And I started getting that attention. And then once I started getting that attention, I was like, wait a minute, I don't want that attention. I want people to hit me up because of what I know and what I'm saying, not how I'm looking and how I'm like portraying myself, So like I shared all the time when I do any interviews, I got my first dick pic and I realized I made it. And so I realized I didn't want that anymore. And so I stopped doing what I was doing and I took a different avenue. So, and I'll tell you what, my DMs are full, nonstop, constantly, all the time. But it's with people asking me where they can find something they're looking for, what shop they can get this at, where, just all educational stuff. So, and that's what I want, 100%. So, and everybody else has their own motive and their own, avenue that they're traveling. But for me, I want people to know that I'm no freaking floozy, And the thing is, even when I got brought on to a state, it was the same thing. A lot of the guys who were with the company for years, they tested me 100%. Like they schooled me to figure out if I was just, some TNA that was hired because, I'm a female and whatever, or if I really knew my shit. And literally a couple of the old school like territory managers or people in the company are like, oh, okay, you're for real. And I'm like, yeah, so I still get tried every day. So yeah.
And that's something that I tell everybody who I encounter that says something about you. Like, look, don't take her for a floozy. She knows her shit. Okay.
Well, I will say, wait, I want to interrupt you real quick. Before I worked for Drew Estate, I worked for another company, and that company, everybody that worked for the company was a female. And there was another territory manager. He's still in the business or whatnot. And the first time he met me and I introduced myself, he literally looked me up and down, and he goes, "Oh, I get what they're doing." And I was like, So, and I mean, I get it though. I understand why people have that vision or whatever it is. But yeah, so.
Yeah. So
You don't have no ashy pictures. Yours is all classy.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, slightly suggestive. But now I don't really post anything, So I didn't ever really do like the whole like you got a camera here and cleavage here or
because you would have 100,000 followers if you did assy.
I know. You don't.
Hey, Cara, I do want to. There was a statement that came up from a friend of mine. Sarah, she said a dick pic is a sign that we've made it. That's kind of subjective, I think.
Hey Leo,
Yeah,
let's hope we never get one of those.
The moment I do, I'm sending it to you.
And I'm sending it right back to you, bro.
I will tell you though that it came from.
Wait, just to be clear,
It wasn't even
y'all gonna be trading dick pics if y'all receive one. That's what I heard with my own ears.
No, mine's come automatically blocked and then sends it right back to sender. It's already a format on my stuff.
Oh my God, yeah. I'm with Rob Loud. I'm so glad that Will isn't posting TNA pics because his pics are good.
He
Lord.
does, girl. He does. He talks about his chocolate chips. What?
I thought they was chocolate drops. You muted, Will. You muted.
Chocolate cookies.
Hey, Rob, that's for you, buddy.
You get the cookie pics.
So
Snack pics.
Hey, let's get this conversation moving.
Actually, hey, Will, on the cool, you should like make like a parody page, like you eating snacks, but like doing it like super suggestive. That shit would be fire.
Oh no, I do one better. First post of the day after this show.
I'm gonna send you a picture right now on the group chat. No. I want you to.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy that dudes are that.
But all in all, this. I travel nonstop when we're on the road. I cut for Drew Estate. I basically cover the West. I'm the Pacific rep, so I do all of California. I do a little bit of Nevada. I do Utah, a little bit of Idaho, Washington, and Oregon. I think that's it. So I'm at these events. I'm late night traveling all alone all the time. You know what I mean? So it's like you kind of have to like watch what you're doing and watch your back and not get that attention and attraction to people who want to like kind of creep out on you and maybe like follow you to your car. So
I do think that's important that like you said that earlier on your post may have reflected one thing and you made a conscious decision to stray away from that And I believe like you attract what you put out there. And once you started seeing like, hey, this is not what I want, you switch gears, and I think that's important. You know, and it sucks, but that's just the way of the world. Like there's a lot of women out there that are legitimately in this business. They love cigars. They know cigars better than most guys do. And then there's a sector of women that it is very glitz and glamour and TNA, you know, for lack of a better term. And it's like, if they start complaining about dick pics, and it's kind of like, well, you're attracting that. So what are you trying to portray? You know what I'm saying? I think it's a thin line.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny you bring that up, Ron, because I'm gonna have a ladies of the week show coming up, and that's one of the topics that is gonna come up. It's gonna be very, very clear about what I'm saying, what I'm asking, and you know, it's important to me that exactly what you said. Whatever you put out there, that's what you're gonna attract. I mean, what the hell else are you doing it for? I mean,
I think also you're playing. I mean, this is already a good old boy, old man's game, right? You know, historically. So you're playing into the stereotype if that's what you want to put out there. Now, if you put it out there and you own it, then hey, that's your prerogative. Not telling you what to do. I'd never do that, but just, you know, I don't know. I just don't know what the point is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like beautiful women, you know, don't get me wrong, but you know, what does that have to do with cigars?
right. I mean, shit. There's
There's
an OnlyFans page for all of that. I don't know.
It's not gonna make me smoke that cigar just because it's a pretty lady. So I don't really know what's the point of some of the people doing. So whatever.
I'm gonna bring up a point here that was brought up on the show, and is the you know, the issue of education, right? And it was actually two issues. The ladies brought up education. How do we get more ladies involved in the industry? And education was across the board the number one issue, right? What can they offer? They can offer education. What can they get? They can get more educated, right? And they're definitely moving in that direction as consumers, right? And that's a good thing for the entirety of the industry. And having women lead the education movement, to me, is an incredible positive, an incredible opportunity for everyone to help grow tobacco, right? Premium tobacco smokers. And now I'm going to equate this, Leo, you understand. You are a well-schooled guy in spirits. You walk into a liquor store, you're like, I know that's good. I don't know that. I do know this. I know the story behind that. And you're able to kind of weed through the myriad of choices you've got. But that's because you're educated. Imagine somebody walking into, and this is not sex driven. It could be male or female that walks into a humidor. They rely on that person, right? And I know the great job you've done at the spots you've been in, to educate the consumer, to get them to a product that will please them and will make their journey in the cigar world pleasant. And so we need more people to be educated on that retail side, right? We definitely need to kind of, you know, guide consumers to a pleasant experience, a pleasant journey. There's nothing worse than handing a guy that, you know, that wants to get into cigar smoking, but he won't say that he's a novice, and you hand him the heaviest stick possible, and guess what? He ain't never gonna buy another cigar, and that's a dude, right?
It's a terrible experience.
It's a terrible. You're right, and they suck it up, right? Because you've been there, I've been there, and they suck it up all the way through, and they'll never be a cigar smoker again. They were like, I had a horrible experience.
Yep. And that's one of the things I always try to give people is that experience. You know, I mean, because it's not just sitting down. This isn't a cigarette. You know, this isn't just, you know, just a cup of coffee. You know, this is an experience that you're going to be getting. This is a taste. This is a feeling. This is a continuation kind of experience, and you want to make sure that that's provided to everybody, man. and that's very important to me. And thank you for the kind words of saying that I'm educated, because I don't think that I'm that educated, but I'll take it.
You're
And speaking
welcome.
about experience, though, Will, I
Well, if
know
you
that
want us
you
to call
worked
you
in
a
a
dumbass,
retail
we can do
shop.
that too, bro.
Okay, so that's where we're going right now, Will.
All right. All
That's
right.
not.
That
I'll
was
make fun of myself. My
Can I
bad.
jump?
Oh, that was
Can I
right.
jump in?
Right. I thought we was better
Can I
than that.
jump
God
into
he gave
damn.
you a compliment, man. You a
Hey,
smart
hey,
dude, man.
here, and this is where the white shoe incident starts.
Yeah.
No, man. People give you flowers, man. Take your flowers, bro. You are a smart, intelligent man, so wear that, bro.
Exactly.
Damn it, man.
I'm gonna hit number 2 for you, Leo, because you brought this up a while back. Someone was tuning in. You were having one of our loveliest and beautifully educated and all killer, no filler people. You had Izzy with us, and I was watching, and I said, listen. And this is one thing that that I said, if I have a platform to speak on this, I will. Is that number one, gentlemen? Because I say the term gentleman. You're a man, gentleman. You earn that title by your behavior. The same thing as women, you earn the title lady by your behavior, right? So, gentlemen, I'm going to ask you. Uh, we need to be better at being inclusive, right? If some ladies walk into the lounge, it's the bell's not ringing, guys. They want to be there to enjoy the same way you want to enjoy, and we treat all people, not just women, all people with respect. If we can up our game, trust me, Chris, this is Carolina Blue. More people enjoying the entirety of the world of cigars is better for everybody.
New
And if
smokers,
I use my
creating new
platform,
smokers, new customers.
you know, and I am, I hope that I have a platform to say that because I believe that wholeheartedly, and we do that through many phases, and women like Cara do an amazing job of not only getting retailers educated on the products, but getting consumers educated on products. And if that piece of the consumer ends up being, a woman or a person of color, then that's going to help us as an entirety of an industry to grow. And listen, if you're going to ask me, are you pro growth or you anti growth? No, I'm pro growth, man. I want people to enjoy it. And that's really at the end of the day, because my heart and soul is built on hospitality. And that's the basis of hospitality. Rule number one, make sure everyone is welcome.
But can I be a devil's advocate for that a little bit?
Sure.
So maybe it is the thought of people take the bar mentality into the cigar lounge, because you look at when you go to the bar, you're trying to, you're either in there to enjoy your spirit or your libation, or you're in there on a mission. So do you think that some customers use that bar mentality when they're in a cigar lounge, especially when there's a bar inside of the cigar lounge?
For sure. Bars are notorious places for meeting people, meeting new people, making new connections.
Right.
I think one of the biggest mistakes men do in cigar lounges when women show up or there are women around, they automatically think that those women are there for them or there to be around them versus actually being there to maybe experience tobacco for the first time or have a cigar with their girlfriends or what have you. And I think a lot of problems arise from that standpoint of like, oh, they must be here because they want to be around some men. And it's like, I'm pretty sure women want to be around men. That's probably one of the easiest things possible in this world if that's what they want to do. So a lot of times men make that mistake. And then it becomes like, oh, well, you want to entertain them, you want to shoot your shot, so to speak. And maybe they're not there for that. They're there for a cigar, bro, just like you. Relax.
So
Right.
one thing I learned early on is that cigar lounge is intimidating. Even to this day, sometimes I get intimidated walking into a cigar lounge because when you walk into a cigar lounge, what are you doing? Most times, you're walking into somebody's den, so to speak. In order to get to most humidors, you have to walk through a room full of men. you know. And so, being a female, you know, whether I'm a cigar smoker or I'm working, you know, you walk up to the door and you just see a room full of men sitting in a circle doing their thing, and you're like, oh boy, you know. And honestly, there's days I'm having an off day. I just don't know what I'm gonna get. It's a new retailer or something. I'm walking in, introducing myself, and you know, I take a deep breath before I go in because I'm like, here we go, you know. But a few years ago, a retailer up in LA was redoing a new lounge, and it was beautiful. I absolutely loved the way he set it up. And when we got to discussing why he designed it the way he did, he mentioned the women. And he goes, I don't want women coming into my shop being eyeballed from head to toe consistently when they're trying to buy gifts for their significant others or their family members, or if they're a female coming in here wanting to enjoy an experience. I want them to be able to come in, go into the humidor, do their shopping, get comfortable, and then go back into the lounge. And his lounge was, he had to walk back into it, and it was two different separate parts, so it wasn't like anybody, whether it's a new cigar smoker, a woman, or just anybody in general, was walking through the den, right, so to speak. They got to come in, get comfortable, and then walk into the lounge situation. So I thought that was, when he said that to me, it kind of opened my eyes, because I was like, wow, never really, I mean, obviously I feel it, but I never really thought about it in that aspect. So, if anything, gentlemen, when women are walking into the lounge, don't look so hungry, don't burn holes through them as they're walking around trying to get comfortable. Most women can hold their own, but if it's just a lady coming in shopping for holiday gifts or, wedding gifts or whatnot, you feel those eyes. You feel them. So, yeah.
Well, I know my man Will. He worked in retail in cigar shops, so I know he can talk towards this experience. Will, what have you experienced with women walking into the shop? Because I saw you looking real hard when Cara said that. Are you looking through her right now?
Nah, I had a little car because I know where Chris is going with this, though. Because Chris will tell you, you can walk into two types of lounges. One's a serious lounge, the other is going to be a bar, party atmosphere. You can have both.
That's true.
You got to know what environment you're walking into as well. Because
I agree.
That's something I've been into, man. It's nothing but a party. That's all it is. People are there to be seen, take Instagram photos, and not even smoke a cigar.
Right.
But it hasn't always been that way.
It has always been that way, but people found a way to find a niche.
Yeah.
No matter what comes original, someone can find a niche to do something different.
My man Joshua Rushing, haven't seen my man in a while. He just said this. He said a local shop owner of his that owns a local shop of his owner put a guy out because he was oogling at a woman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I've actually had other reps of other companies get kicked out of lounges because of how they were talking about me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who's talking about you? We got to pull up.
Don't even know. He is so insignificant.
Do I gotta get my two people?
Hey, Chris, you keep your two. I got 17 for him. So, what's it again?
Damn, you got 17 friends, huh?
And I will say the thing of it is
we roll deep.
One particular person, he was always talking so much stuff behind my back, but always so nice to my face. And I just, obviously, I'm going to keep my enemies close, And when this incident happened, it wasn't the shop owner or any of the people that worked at the shop that told me what had happened. It was like people on the sidelines, people that, that came to me later on and told me what was going on, and that this person got basically 86 from that particular cigar shop because of what they were saying about me. And he worked in the industry. So, yeah.
But you know what I always say? When they talk about you, you're doing something right.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, shit. That's the case.
If that's the case, Will is the king.
Haters, bro.
Will is the
king.
Hey man, let's talk Drew Estate for a minute, man.
That shit ain't gonna happen.
That shit ain't gonna happen. Hey, let's talk about this pancetta, man. I understand that the pancetta is part of the Unico series, and it's only going to be offered in certain areas. Man, what's up with that? Anybody speak on that?
It's two shops in Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Correct.
And I think there was an older program as far as how retail stores would be able to get Liga, And those two locations were Liga lounges. I think the last of the Liga Privada lounges. And they get that special release once a year. So many boxes are made. It's a small Bellicoso T52 wrapper, but it has the guts of a feral flying pig. It's an amazing cigar. It's one of my favorite Ligas. So whenever they do go on sale, I usually try to get a box or two because you're just not going to be able to get them everywhere. So it's a special treat for sure.
Right on, right on. My man Chico Ray said, "What's going on, fam?"
Damn Chico.
Ray.
Chico Ray.
Man, where you get your hats from, bro? I need a plug.
Hey, because the other thing too is that I know I'm running short on my year to wrap, but I do definitely have something else I'm going to pull out, which is this next one, the Herrera Esteli, the new one that's made for Hawaii.
Ooh, that's Will.
Will got him.
Yeah. Will, what's the
Got
deal
him
on
on
that,
deck.
man?
Will.
On deck.
I got him. I got bundles.
Multiple. Plural.
I would like to say that I can imagine I've smoked it because I've tried many of Willie's test blends previous, throughout my time here, but I've definitely never smoked this final version. So
Give me your address, Cara.
Yo, let me say that. Let me say this one piece, and I will interrupt the entirety of the show by saying this one piece. I asked the ladies, which was a really incredible, it's not a question you ask people, but I asked them, "What's your favorite Drew Estate stick today? Today, not all time, not ever, not, but just today. What are you digging on? Overwhelmingly, John Rios, what's up, brother? They overwhelmingly called out Herrera Esteli's. And it was a beautiful thing, man, because not only you've got like the Herrera Esteli Habano, the Herrera Esteli Brazilian Maduro, the Norteño, and the Miami. So you've got this amazing array of flavors and vitolas that you can get them in, and the ladies called them out. And listen, I'm not going to get into the heavy, deepness, but their palate by science.
science.
By
100%.
science.
Yep.
Don't argue that science. Don't get it twisted. Don't let anyone twist you.
Fake news.
Science.
Fake news.
And they've got. Don't go there, bro. They've got more taste buds. Even the worst one has got more taste buds.
Even the worst one.
Even the worst one. And I will say this, that to have all the ladies without any planning call that brand out was awesome. And trust me, man, so amazing. So I'm glad you brought the Esteli Koala out, and that was awesome, But I just want to share that with you.
I'm jealous of Chris Lopez. That's my man, the Daily Ash. In case you guys do not know about him, make sure that you start following him because he puts out everybody's shit. He don't discriminate against nobody. And I'm kind of mad at him because I know he's going to get that sick. And I'm just going to wait for him to tell me how it is, man. I'm waiting for him to tell me how it is. But one of my favorites, though, of all time, and I actually have to say this, it's actually the Dogma, the Sungrown Dogma. That's one hell of a fucking stick, man.
I think that's
put his foot in it.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites from this year, man. So kind of full disclosure, before our summer kind of show period, when we did a bunch of releases of showing people what our new stuff was coming down the pipe, and they sent us samples of everything, and I still have some of the new releases left over, but the Dogma Sungrown was gone. Like that's an empty box, and I smoked all of them. It's a spice bomb. It smokes a little bit different than the regular Sungrown blend. And I love box presses. That kind of fat Robusto box press is an amazing size. I don't think a lot of people use that size, but yeah, man, that thing is a bomb.
I mean, I enjoyed it. I got my hands on 2 of them and smoked the hell out of them. I mean, down to the nub, and it's just a hell of a stick. I mean, I like the sun grown prior, but this one right here, yeah, I think Willie put his foot in this one.
It's one, you know, it's a one time release. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna bring it back next year, but like we don't have any more boxes. Like whatever's out there, that's what's out there.
Yeah, they said they're shipping now, so you know we'll see if they land here in Cali, Cara.
They're out there, bro. They're out there. Don't even trip. Your people
Don't trip. She said, don't trip.
And you know what? Actually, you got me thinking about Herrera since you were talking about the private labels, the pancetta, the Hawaiian one from Willie. There's another private label from Willie that's local to us out here in California. It's the Inkdame, which a lot of people may or may not know about. But when we launched Herrera Esteli, the Habano, Maximars up in Orange, smallbatchcigars.com, they were the #1 seller of Herrera when it launched. So years ago, Willie and them got together and did a private label for them. So if you go on their website, I believe they probably still have some. They have a couple different sizes now.
A small batch?
Yeah, the Inkdame. It's basically a soft box press type cigar, more like the old school Norteños and stuff. But yeah, it's a beautiful cigar as well. You don't see too many private labels, special blends coming out of Drew Estate any longer. So it's like when you can find these things that we're doing and you can get your hands on them, it's definitely a special experience. Definitely.
Yeah. And I know I'm gonna daily ask. Yeah, that shady does something to you.
Shady 20, baby.
Shady's my get down.
That shady is the truth.
Yeah. I mean Herrera, like Frankie was saying, Herrera Habano, my go-to. I smoke it if I'm smoking daily. I'm smoking that cigar. The Brazilian, I absolutely love that cigar. Those are my 2 go-tos. But that's shady, man. Woo!
Yeah,
I get so whenever I come down to Houston, I go to my old shop that I used to manage, Casa de Monte Cristo, and I still get a favorable discount. And I've been buying up boxes of last year's Shady 20. Like every time there's still like 4 or 5 packs there, so I have like 3 now. I'm probably gonna buy the rest of them to sit on them. But those, I love that size. Again, something for box presses, but that size is money.
Yeah, I got to stack it myself.
Listen, I'm not gonna call out the shop. You know, as Will's drinking out of the glass, pinkies up. But you know, there's still a couple of spots out there. You got to go hunt them down. You may find that 15 lingering around.
Ooh, yeah, the 15.
I don't know. You need to talk location to me or something.
JD gave me a couple of packs last year, and I couldn't sit on them, man. I smoked them all.
Yeah, I have like a pack.
I had a bunch of them.
I'll tell you what I love seeing is when I go into shops and you're rummaging around looking at things, reorganizing, cleaning or whatever, and you find some of the Lancero from 2014 or 13, whatever it was. I'm like,
ooh,
you know what you got right here? And they're like, oh, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, and I take them. I buy them. I get them out of there. I'm like,
I found half a box of the Hoya de Nicaragua Celebration Coronas.
Nice.
Bottom shelf. He had Hoya kind of like in the middle. And he had some like fill-in boxes. And I looked at the box like, man, do you know what this is? And he's like, nah, man. How long have you had this? I've had it for like 6-7 years. I said, I'm gonna buy those today, bro. Take it off the hands.
I like how y'all flex it. That's dope.
Well, you know,
we know you can flex harder, so we're trying to get ours out the way. You know, you stash a lot over there.
We know, we know you're the flexer of all the flexing. So
no, first off, y'all both said it yourselves. We're not flexing. We actually support brick and mortars.
Yeah, I buy cigars. Like
exactly. Yep.
That's the biggest problem. Like I buy cigars.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know, we're sitting here talking about flexing, and you know, there was an NBA championship that just happened, and my man LBJ,
the king,
that undercrown shade right there, man. I mean, what did this do to Drew Estate? Have you guys heard anything about this? Because the shade is a bomb, and I just did a interview with Cigar Brat, and we smoked the undercrown shade, and I mean, talk to me about this, man. What happened with Drew Estate since this?
So that will be Cruz and Georgia Burshop Road in Miami.
Right. Come smoke with us.
Come smoke with us. They made a phone call.
No, well, they're really tight with the Lakers shooting coach.
Oh, okay.
So they you know, they arranged to get some of that stuff in, and there's some other picks as well where they got some Herrera Esteliz going too.
Yeah, I think there was like some Here the Rats and stuff too, maybe that they were smoking.
Yeah, they sent them something cool because, you know, they've got somebody here from Miami. You know, it's really hard for me as a Miami guy to get behind, you know, LBJ. You know,
He won you a championship, Frankie. He won you a championship. Come on.
The fact that, you know, it was against the Heat and all that stuff, and, you know, if we had the Dragon, you got, you know, the West Coast would have gone down. As an East Coast guy speaking right now, right? You know, a congratulations. You know, you took out the Dragon. If the Dragon was in, you guys would have gone down. You know, so
who's the Dragon, bro?
You know,
that dude that got in and had 4 turnovers, only made 1 shot, like 1 of 7.
You need to relax, bro. That guy was our money guy, you know.
Yeah.
But we had a kid named Tyler Harrell, which gave the West Coast a fucking look.
You know what?
Right? You know, and you know, he's 20. He's fucking 20, bro. He's in the
I hear
NBA.
a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas. That's what I hear.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Yeah. You know, listen, it's all good. It's all good. No, Leitner. No, I'm not losing it, bro.
You are losing it.
Frank said you're losing it.
We would have taken the Lakers. Don't worry about it. If if we would have been full strength, you know, we would have killed it. But listen, incredibly proud about. Yeah, stop, Will. You know, incredibly proud to see our cigars like focused on. What an honor, man! What an honor, and you know, it's always cool. And,
I just thought it was funny, like when it happened. I posted a picture in the Drew Estate Facebook group, and I was like, "Am I tripping, or is that an Underground shade?" And you know, my eyes might be getting bad as I get older, but I zoomed in. I was like, I know that band, and I know the shade of that wrapper on that cigar, and I was like, man, this is crazy. Like, it was kind of cool because I'll text my family, and I was like, hey, because they're always like, what do you really do? You know, like, like all you do is smoke cigars. I'm like, yeah, but I get paid, and you know, it's complicated. But they're like, I was like, my company made the cigar that LeBron is smoking, and they were like, wow, you know, like when your grandmama's proud of something you did, they're like, wow, okay, look at you.
There go Will. I knew it was all about time.
No,
it was all about time.
But by the way, so if you tune into, it was a release back in the day for all you guys that are like, you know, all the Marvel guys, you know, whatever. In 2017, it was a movie called Logan. It was kind of where they killed the Wolverine narrative, right? If you look closely, when he goes into the convenience store and he grabs a stack of cigars, if you freeze it, one of the group of cigars he grabs, he's got an Undercrown, the Undercrown Maduro.
Really?
It's in there, super brief. Somebody ran out and, you know, got a selection of cigars, but one of them was Undercrown. And the minute I saw it in the theater, I'm like, I've got to come back and see this because this one piece, right? And let me tell you, that, you know, as a geek, you know, I'll let the geek flag fly, right? I was super excited. Not so much for LBJ, but, you know, still, you know, it's all good.
Hey, so you get that hate out your heart, Frankie.
I got nothing but pure hate.
What'd you say, Cara?
I was gonna say, what about R. Kelly? You got love for R. Kelly?
Whoa.
No, it's all good.
Oh, damn.
Next question.
So, yeah, next question. So, here's a serious question, man. I mean, you know, Drew Estate's been around for a little bit over 20-some years. And, you know, as I saw this picture of LeBron James smoking the Underground shade, I had to think, and, you know, everybody has this greatest of all time debate going on between LBJ and MJ, which I'm from Chicago, and Michael Jordan is always going to be the man. But could it be possible that Drew Estate goes down as the greatest of all times?
You said it. I'm gonna rock with it though. You said it. Rock with it.
You know what, man? There's a lot of historical brands out there. There's a lot of history out there. Family owned, traditional, roots in Cuba and all that. But I don't know of a brand that captures a wider audience than Drew Estate. And it seems like this thing is sustainable. And I think I would say when it's all said and done, but this thing is going to last forever. Fingers crossed. I think so.
Yo, Ryan, top 5 dead or alive.
Drew Estate, Drew Estate, Drew Estate, Drew Estate.
There you go.
Well, man,
In no particular order.
Abdul-Jabbar can go down as the go-to.
Listen. Listen. I'm gonna say this part about it. The beauty of that 25-year journey comes down to being able to embrace what we do 100% all along the way. Joshua, you need to block that dude, man. Don't even say it. Don't even say it. And it's aged at least 17 years. So
Oh man.
So no, dude. Don't take it away, man. Hey, dude, that was so disrespectful.
Shit, man, I'm sorry.
I was on my moment, yo.
Yo, bro. That was classic right there.
I had to put that up, Frank, because I was gonna get lost.
Oh man, I'm in tears, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Oh shit.
Oh.
So,
Oh my god.
So that ended the great, like, the great. Let's have someone sponsor a cigar type series. So, but with that, I will say this. The journey, pretty much 25 years in. Next year will be 25 years of Drew Estate. What an amazing journey that JD started for everybody, and to go from the humble beginnings to where we're at. We celebrate it every day, and we want everyone out there to be celebrating it, and everyone like Chris with his brand to realize, listen, man, hard work, dedication, opportunity, it gets you there, man. This is the American dream, and we all can have it, and we all can have it. So, Chris, I'm gonna celebrate you for your efforts to bring something new to the market, and everyone else doing something new, because the opportunity is there if you're true to what you do, and that's who we are. That's Drew Estate. 25 years later, top of the game, ain't no freaking lie. Something for everybody at every point in your palette and every price point. We've got you. And it took 25 years of laborious work to get there.
Laborious.
You know what, Frankie? Yeah, he's using big words right now.
Yeah,
SAT words.
SAT, Frankie.
Damn, Frankie, I didn't know you was that smart.
Yeah, he's laborious. I'm over here trying to sound it out.
I went to college.
So this is something that Frankie and I actually did when Frankie came to San Diego, and I really wasn't going to bring it up because I love Frankie and I respect Frankie. Frankie, what is your favorite old-fashioned recipe?
Oh yeah.
All right. So because that stuff changes, like over time. You have like your go-to, and then you change it over time. And taking, a lot of the guys that I know in the hospitality industry and where they came in, and their input, So the question was like, what's my favorite old-fashioned recipe? Well, I'm gonna go with an old Overholt rye, right? So I'm gonna go, or a Rittenhouse rye. So if you can't go with the Rittenhouse rye. Demerara syrup, because that's got like my go-to. So that natural sugar syrup, probably at a 1.5 to 1 ratio, meaning You're doing 1.5 parts to 1 part of water for your syrup. And I know my boy Leo likes to flame that orange. I'm good, but I like to smoke that glass. You know,
I
I
love
love
the
it.
I love the old fashioned off that we had while you were here. That was very enjoyable, man. It was fun. I still have to tip my hat to you, brother, because I still think that you got one of the best old fashions out there, man.
So
Which kind of
I'm gonna add a twist because even from then I'm like twisting some stuff, right?
mm-hmm.
So I do like a bar spoon of a Verna, just right in there, right at the end as a kind of floater, right? Just a bar spoon. You don't need a lot of the Verna Amaro, right? And then you want to definitely get in, because I love what orange oils do. So you want a fresh, orange peel and get all of it in there. Um, and so smoked glass, either Old Overholt or Rittenhouse Rye, about a half ounce, depending on your clientele, because I think you got to gauge what they like, right?
right.
What I like is about a half ounce, no more, of Demerara Simple and a bar spoon of a Verna Amaro right at the end with a fresh orange peel, and I think that's a money old fashioned. So that answers Daily Ash's questions. What's my favorite old fashioned today? Because that shit may change tomorrow, right?
Right.
And I forgot one of the most important parts: the bitters. And I'm a huge right. I was a Bitterman's chocolate mole, but I'm gonna go over to Bitter Cubes cacao bitters. So I think it's a
That's
beautiful way to balance it out.
that's my
Cara,
little touch right there. I might have
that,
to try that,
thanks,
Frankie.
thanks for plugging me with small batch. I just ordered those Tomes.
Nice.
So this is another one, Frankie,
How
from
you do
Daily
that?
Ash
Just
too.
call me.
Well, I want my own box. I never had it before.
I was thinking 2.
2 boxes?
So Frank,
No. Legal please.
so
That's why I
Frankie,
bought my own.
What's your top 5 dark rum to pair with cigar?
Yeah, thanks, Daily Ash. Because you couldn't ask me for one, you asked me for 5.
Top 5 in order.
Right, in
I'll
order.
say, I'll say something real quick about rum because Frankie, I was on his show once and I didn't know it was coming, but we were pairing it with this rum and I didn't know that. I get a bottle delivered to me on a whatever day it was, a Saturday morning. I thought somebody was just sending me a nice bottle of tequila. I never even really looked at it. All it said was añejo. So I cracked that thing open and was like, oh, somebody sent me a bottle of tequila and I don't know who. I started drinking and I said, this is some weird tasting tequila. Found out it was rum and it was for the show. So it was damn good once I realized it wasn't tequila. I don't know what it was.
So at the top of that list, listen, I love Diplomatico.
Mm.
So Reserva Exclusiva, and next to that is what I sent Cara, which was
It was so good.
the Pampero Aniversario. So going 1 to 2. My third is Flor de Caña 18. Because I believe that is just such a phenomenal expression of rum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fourth, I would put, if you go into, there's something into the more aged Appletons, you're gonna find some beautiful expressions in there. But there's something called Joy, which is a 30-year-old by Appleton. It could be my top 2, it could be my top 3, but if you want to just go something average, anything by Appleton aged is a great choice because you're getting a difference. So if you go into like Diplomatico or Pampero, you're dealing with a Spanish style. If you're going into an Appleton, you are definitely now going into a Jamaican style. It's got a little bit of that funk, but it went into the barrel, so it mitigates that. There's something called Smith and Cross, And for those of you guys that don't know, listen, stay out there. Izzy out there looking good.
Well, thank you, Busy. You know, we
Smith
tried.
Cross aged Jamaican whiskey and taken to Scotland or to England, and then they blend it and age it some more, and it's very high proof. Used usually in tiki cocktails, but man, I think it's such an amazing rum to pair. And last but not least, I'll hit it with a little Zacapa as well, because people are familiar with Zacapa and they can get it, and it's such a great sweet rum on the palate that you can truly enjoy.
Will it
Thank
looking over there like it empty. So speaking of Will, which Frankie, by the way, thank you for all of those rums and that education behind it. And that's one of the things that I definitely want to let everybody know, that you got to tune in to Frankie's show, man. I mean, if you want to learn something, that's the man right there. But my man Jorge Juarez, Will,
Come smoke with us in the house.
There he is.
what's your favorite stout beer when smoking?
Hey, man,
I'm going to tell you right now.
He didn't ask you.
I'm going to tell you right now.
He didn't ask you.
I'm holding it for you, homie.
Hey, man.
No one
asked
you.
That's
now Frankie thinks this is his show and every question's for him.
You saw that?
Right. It says Will McPhaul. You're not Will McPhaul.
You can't read, obviously, with the big ass words.
I'm going to reserve my 7-letter answers to after the show.
You should. But I love Guinness as well. But man, if I do a beer, man, it's gonna be a Chimay Grand Reserve.
Beautiful.
That is my shit.
All right. So
let's
do this. These were excellent questions, and I thank everybody for typing in their questions. Which actually is lead.
Leo, what's your favorite? Because I know you're the big beer guy. I'm working my way through beer. So like, what's your thing?
I have an affinity for Chicago, which is where I was born and raised. So I have to go to Goose Island. Their bourbon stout, Bourbon County, is just off the charts, man. Nice chocolate cacao nibs in there, a little bit of vanilla, and it's just a phenomenal way to have a dessert beer.
What kind of nib?
It's good with cacao nibs. Nibs, not nips. Nibs.
My apologies.
Right. It's not cocoa nips. It's cacao nips.
Calm down, Frank. Don't get excited.
It's real nibs. What are you talking about?
With cacao wheel nibs. So, but no, these
delightfully sprinkled real nibs.
That sounds like a tape.
I love these questions. I love how the viewers, they actually kind of guide me into what I want to talk about, which I'm labeling the last dram. And Frankie, well, all you guys, I mean, I know that we can all talk about this, but I guess Pappy Van Winkle is coming out with a new release. And they have a couple of them. They have the 10 year, 12, 13, 15, 20, and 23. Frankie, and I'm gonna throw this to everybody, but I know Frankie does a lot of drinking along with myself. Which of the Pappies do you prefer more?
Yeah, what the hell was that? I know you do a lot of drinking. So
I have 2 dogs, so I don't do my drinking.
Frankie, I know you got a drinking problem, so maybe you can answer these questions.
You guys are bitches.
Whoa.
That's that other SAT word.
Yeah.
But he can't read.
The matter he gets, the dumber the words are.
I love the crew.
Listen, the worst news is I've got to get off to get on something else like in a few minutes. But sitting in between, all the releases of Pappy, and it's getting people to understand, what makes Pappy special, right? And so the bigger part of it is number one, it's a weeded bourbon. So the chemical process allows Pappy to age it for a longer period of time. So if you were to take a standard mash bill of corn, rye, and malted barley, there is a sweet spot for that aging, which is the majority of all bourbon that is produced in that recipe style. And there is a sweet spot in the aging process of those. The introduction of wheat to substitute rye out allows you to chemically elongate the aging process, meaning that you don't overcook it. That's kind of like the way, the simplest terms, right? It allows a longer aging. So when you hit like, the 15, the 20, the 23 year, there's not a lot of bourbon that's not weeded that can withstand that heavy duty aging. And that's where Pappy excels in their choice of grains, in their mash bill. I am partial to answer your question, Leo, the 15. I believe that is the closest that I think encaptures all of it in a beautiful expression. If you want to get a glimpse and your pocketbook, because I'm all about the pocketbook too, man. If the pocketbook can't afford it, find some Weller. It's kind of built along the same framework. It's not exact. I'm not saying, oh, if you drink Weller, you drink a Pappy. That's not true. But it's built along the same framework out of the same distillery. If you want to learn more about weeded, then I would say go to Maker's Mark. They're the world's best-selling weeded bourbon. And you're going to find a lot of experiences that are slightly different with Makers. So experience, get that experience and understand what that's about, And I leave it there. In the meantime, I'm drinking a little Jameson Stout because I think that is a great pairing for my Year of the Rat. I love that Irish. I'm washing it down with a little Guinness Stout because I'm in an Irish mood. And with that, I'm gonna have to, give it back to you and say goodbye to everybody because I've got to get going for something else. And I want to say, Chris, congratulations on Carolina Blue.
Appreciate it, my dad. Appreciate it.
And we're always happy about people getting something new into the market and celebrating that. We appreciate the efforts. We appreciate the work that goes in there. It's a long and arduous journey. Yes, that word was for you, Will. Arduous.
I
But it's well worth it, my man. Congratulations on that. And to my peeps, Ryan, Will, and Cara, listen, it was so awesome to be here with you yet again. And I will wake up on Tuesday.
You on Wednesday, Frankie?
Yeah, exactly.
Wednesday, brother.
I need 1 day of prep. So, hey, listen, guys. Next Wednesday, I've got some dude named Mixmaster Mike. He played. He was a resident DJ for some dudes named the Beastie Boys. I don't know if you know him. So tune in 7 p.m. East Coast time. We're gonna have a good old time.
What coast, Tom? What coast? Yeah.
East Coast, today East Coast because I do love the,
There we go. All right, now we get.
Yeah. So Leo, man, thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it. My apologies for having to go, but I've got to take care of some stuff. But listen, always a great time, and I'm gonna be seeing you soon. At least virtually. Man. At least virtually.
Exactly. I'll be on Miami at some point, man. We'll link up.
Love you, my man. Cheers to everybody out there. Listen, behave. Don't be a dick. enjoy your spirits, enjoy your sticks, do what you need to do. Will McPhaul is the man, Ryan is the man, and Cara is the woman. So you guys are awesome.
Thanks, Frankie, man. I appreciate it. Thanks
Frankie.
for coming on. Thanks for taking out your Saturday, brother. And
I'm glad he made that distinction.
For somebody who uses such big words, he gonna end up with dick and everything else. Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, he's a complicated man.
Man, I love this. I love this. I told y'all this was an unscripted show, man. So whatever we did, however this came out, it was just gonna come out. It turned out to be a great show, though.
Nah, man, great time, man.
I had a good time, brother. Thank you for the invite.
Man, always, man. I mean, I had a couple other things that I was gonna hit Frankie with, but he had to bounce. But that's okay. I love seeing you guys, man. Cara, I don't know when the hell I'm gonna see you again. I guess you gotta go deal with COVID and get through this. The hell, I don't know. I always love seeing you, though. Always love seeing you. I definitely want to welcome you to the I definitely want to welcome you to the Ladies of the Leaf Show too. If you can make that, I'll release the dates and all that stuff to you. But no, I definitely love having you on. Will.
Yeah, because I missed the last one you did.
Yeah, it's all good though. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's always good to talk about the ladies in the cigar world because there's a lot of misconceptions out there. And I love it, especially working in a lounge. A lot of ladies, they walk in and it's automatically assumed that they want something flavored, which is bullshit. So I never lead them that direction. Sometimes the guys come in with the girls and they say, "You want something flavored?" The first thing I'll do is I'll turn to her and say, "What is it that you are looking for today?" So that's something. If you guys are out there, never just automatically lead a lady to the flavored cigars, man. It's a huge mistake. You don't know what these ladies drink. You don't know what they do in their regular lives. So just make sure you ask, man. I mean, be a host to the cigar industry. That's one thing I will say. Yeah. Will, I'll see you next month, man.
I heard you're gonna be here. I'll be around.
Yeah, man. Hopefully we can link up this time.
Trouble.
Bro, I'm not gonna be in PA, so we're here for Thanksgiving. So I'm here the whole month. So let me know. I'm here.
Okay. All right. Cool. Ryan, man, we've been getting to know each other a little bit more virtually. I love talking to you, man. It's always fun.
Likewise,
sitting back, looking at you, sitting back, just chilling with the cigars, man. I love that shit. I love it.
This is life, bro. I'm happy. I'm a happy.
And I love the Drew Estate family. I love everything that you guys do. You guys have always been very nice and gracious and very supportive of me and some of the stuff that I do. So I definitely have to throw that back to you guys. This has been a ton of fun, man. I really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, man. We're professional drug dealers, bro.
I'm your pusher.
I'm your pusher. Yo, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Cara was my pusher first. Cara had me out there pimping Drew Estate real early.
But now you're going in front of you.
Cara put you on the track, bro.
Yeah,
yeah, man.
Get that money.
What you say, Leo?
Don't come up short. She got a strong pimp.
She had me out there talking about, Leo, go sell this cigar to them. I'm like, damn it. Okay, all right.
Rayford, there is one thing Biggie got wrong. When he said never get high on your own supply, bullshit.
Shit. Break that rule every day.
Every day.
Hey, since we brought up Biggie real quick, and I know my man Jahar, he loves talking about this question. So I'm gonna throw it out to all three of you guys. Yeah, you know it's coming. So
don't do it. Don't do it.
I normally have a burn round question, but questions. But you know what? Like I said, I love this show. I didn't have a direction for it. I'm gonna throw this out there. So Cara, Rayford, Will, Biggie, or Tupac?
Tupac.
Oh.
Sorry.
Hey man, I'm going with Frank White.
Is that just a general question? Just one or the other? No explanation.
One or the other. No, one or the other. You want to explain, go right ahead, but it's one or the other.
Don't explain it, bro. Just go with which one. Frank White.
I just lost all kinds of support on the West Coast right now because of that.
You know what? In lieu of Mixmaster Mike going to be on Sticks and Sips, in lieu of my Drew Estate playlist on Spotify right now, representing the 5 boroughs of New York, I'm gonna go with Biggie Smalls, man.
Frank White.
Gotta go with Biggie.
Will is not gonna
Brooklyn.
answer this.
Where
What's
Brooklyn
up, man?
at?
Why ain't you gonna answer, Will?
I said Frank White. That's Biggie. Yo,
Tupac is an amazing artist, man. But my preference, I probably would prefer to listen to Biggie.
Yeah, I'm going Biggie.
Yeah.
All right.
Cara,
Okay.
so
So
good.
I grew up with Tupac. I'm sorry.
Cara, it's okay. You go at Cali.
All right.
Cali.
Can I get my card back? Can I get my
California love.
Cali. It's okay.
Cara,
Cali.
Where's all my
Cara
Tupac
and me
people
on-
at? Come on. You guys on?
I'm right here with you. I'm right here with you.
Hey.
You know, it's not too many of us out here that really appreciate Tupac. It's all good.
I'm not gonna say no one appreciates him. I mean, socially, he said some things. But I'm just saying,
Tupac is a great. He's one of the goats. So,
but man, if you're gonna listen, man, it's gonna be Frank White all day, man. Represent
like I said,
BK.
lyrically, Biggie was on a different level. Lyrically, I think.
Yo, so Frankie just hit me and said Africa Bambaataa.
So,
Frankie's drunk, first of all, and second of all, leave the music to someone else better. Than
Frankie did show 3 different drinks during the show, so
yo, Rob is
Coolio.
Rob is always
Wait a minute, Coolio, get out of here, bro.
yo. Coolio got one plat, bro. It's like one plat, bro. That's all he got left.
Coolio need to shave it off.
Oh man.
Yogi.
You know, I can talk music. I can talk music all day, Leo. So
Leo, you got
Hey,
the
well,
win.
you know what? Say what, Will?
Joey said Anderson .Paak.
I know, I saw that. So Ray, I'm gonna invite you. Me and Jahar are actually gonna do a show. I'm gonna invite you on, and we gonna make this thing happen, man. So
Okay.
we can talk some real hip hop.
Yo, Rayford, you do that show? Cuss Jahar's ass out.
Oh, I go hard, bro. Like if we're gonna argue and debate, like just be prepared with some facts.
Just know Jahar's gonna be sitting there with some heavy ass Timberlands on, some baggy pants. He gonna
I'm
be
gonna
walk past his house like 4 or 5 times, and he gonna be talking shit to you. That's what he does best.
I'm gonna learn him. He probably got that East Coast bias. That's okay.
Oh, he like, yo, what's up, Rayford? B? What up, B?
Don't call me B. Don't call me B.
Oh
Jahar,
shit!
he's like, what up, B? I'm like, yo, what up, C? Like, yo.
Hey, Frankie also said he's waiting on the phone call. He said Africa Bambaataa is a musical genius.
I thought Frankie had to go.
He's still listening. Obviously, he's still listening.
African Bambaataa is a genius, man. He's one of the forefathers. He ain't no lyrical MC though. Yeah. No. He's not in the Pac and Biggie category. He's not in that tier.
Oh, man. Frankie still listens to Snow.
Frankie probably does listen to Snow because I think Snow was a product of Miami.
He was Informer, man.
Informer.
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice. Okay.
well, I mean, he was doing some shit, you know. I can get with Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice sold records, man.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Good night.
Suge Knight held him over a balcony.
Oh, real? Yeah, baby. Play that shit.
At least that's what they say, allegedly.
Allegedly,
my ass. He did it. That's not
man. I love y'all,
I mean,
man.
you guys can take it back to the Boogie Boys. That's all you really need to know.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Cara got some knowledge on her. Okay.
Telling you, man.
Oh yeah.
Been a long time since I heard a Boogie Boys reference.
I can play the record right now.
Yeah,
Yo, Frankie said Poison the Snow. He has that album. He has that shit, bro. I told you, Frankie has that album.
What? The Boogie Boys, Survival of the Fresh?
Bro, y'all know Frankie was in them drum and bass clubs. Y'all know Frankie was in them drum and bass clubs in Miami with the taco meat out with a full head of hair. You know he was. He was getting it. You know he was getting it, man.
Who you think coined that movie? Throw one leg up like this? That's Frankie. That's Frankie.
He had the Miami Vice suits on and shit. You know he did.
Oh, fuck no.
He had the Spanish Jerry curl.
Oh shit. That Cuban curl.
The Cuban curl. That's what he had.
You know what I asked one of my friends the other day is like, where the fuck's MC Hammer? Like, what's he doing? You know?
Visa
What's like
commercial.
Coolio doing?
He needs to be dropping something.
Talk about Hammer. Hammer was a gangster.
Yeah.
Hey, Leo, you gonna be here for a minute?
What,
I
what
got
do you,
I got another guest for you.
Who?
oh God, who is
Don't worry
it?
about
Is it Tupac?
Tupac.
it. Nah, you gonna nah.
Oh, it's in from the Bermuda Triangle.
He's in the Bahamas. The Wi-Fi ain't that great.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Oh, we got a guest coming. Y'all can thank me later.
Oh God.
Y'all can thank me later.
Oh God. Oh man,
This
this
is
is
gonna be
it's been a blast, man. I love kicking it with y'all, man. We got to do this in person one day. I mean, obviously, who knows what the hell gonna happen with the trade show, but we got to do this live one day. This will be a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Trade show.
Trade show.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
Where's
Is
your
our-
guess that, man?
Yo, my guest, he's on CPT time. You know, Caucasian people time. He coming.
Oh, so he's white.
Is he coming on the show? Do we need to extend this? Oh shit! See who it is.
You see it?
See who it is. Oh, this ought to be fun now. Here comes
That's
the
what I'm
shit.
talking about.
Ooh.
My
Shit,
man
not real.
Joey.
Oh,
And you
snap.
people are talking about all this old school shit.
What's up,
And I had to
Dave? I
jump
know
in.
you know your stuff.
And I was like, man, I don't know why we're not talking about Anderson .Paak.
Anderson.
Anderson's new school, man. His story hadn't been written yet.
He's writing a mighty good
Yeah,
story.
he's dope though. He's dope. He's super dope.
He's lights out, man. Everything he comes out with is just one thing after the other.
What you drinking, Joey?
A mezcal and tequila margarita.
Oh,
Damn.
dangerous.
My stomach just turned upside down.
Because it's like 1,000,000 degrees here. I was hanging up Halloween decorations. I'm dying. So I
Joy,
needed a smoke and a drink.
so Joy, I'm gonna throw it at you, man. Biggie or Tupac?
Biggie.
Damn.
East Coast. You know, I got to go East Coast.
Yeah, I was about to say he sucked in some air like he was gonna take a long time, and he said, "Big real quick."
Right?
Big-
It's Biggie.
I thought he was coming to my side, but guess not.
Hey,
Sure.
That's all right,
You're
Karen.
from the East originally,
we'll be
Bella.
alone.
I
We'll be
know,
alone.
I know. Trust me, but for some reason it was never Biggie. It was always Tupac. I don't know why.
look, and it's hard to look. It's not to say that Tupac wasn't just a great. He was great too, but you know, for just my personal taste, I like how Biggie flows, man. He just
Yo,
So-
Chris,
so-
you need my address? I see you got boxes. You need my address?
Yeah, you see that?
I know. What's he doing? He's
You make a
slick.
shipment, bro. It'll be in 2 days.
So Joey, who are some of your other big hip hop heads that you enjoy listening to?
well, I grew up in the same town, and my sister went to school with the guys from De La Soul.
Mm.
So I got to hang out with them when I was in my younger days. While my sister was in school, they were coming up. They used to like hang out in the music store across the street from where I worked, and they would be like sampling beats and stuff in the music store, like before that first record dropped, and it was amazing. Amazing to see that.
You know what's crazy about De La Soul? There's a generation because everything's streaming now. It's not about actually buying physical, but a large chunk of their catalog is not online for sample uses like that. Tommy Boy doesn't want to clear their samples or let them make money off the streaming services. So they have one album online, 2 albums online, but they have a really big catalog. De La Soul is one of the best groups.
And Maceo's an amazing DJ.
Oh yeah, I've seen him a couple times.
Yeah, his Boiler Room set on YouTube is phenomenal.
Master class.
Yeah, really, truly.
So did I'm assuming that some of you guys saw this, but how did you guys feel about the verse of the DMX and Snoop, man?
I loved it. I think Snoop showed people that he has hits in different decades.
Yep.
And he's remained a staple for so long. And I think arguably, he has the best debut album in rap history. I think Doggy Style. I don't know too many albums that are better than Doggy Style as a first album for an artist.
Yeah. I mean, what he did too on the Chronic
Yeah.
was incredible. I mean, he just weaved himself in and everybody went Whoa, who the hell is that?
But DMX was a big deal in 98, 99. That he came through Rough Riders. That was like, I mean,
He
he
was tearing the
sold,
club up with his shit.
yeah, he sold 5 million, 6 million records back to back in a short period of time. So I thought it was a good versus.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? This is a very good statement here by my girl Brandy. DMX was so out of breath, man. That shit was crazy.
That came out of nowhere.
Oh, wow.
Out of shape now.
Yo,
Hey, so check
DMX.
this out. We got a little battle though.
Wait a minute.
Battle.
Whack? Whoa.
I
See,
agree with her that Snoop
man,
is
we're not doing that today. Not today. I don't have enough time.
Wow.
That's blasphemy.
She didn't fight me. Yo,
That's wild.
you know what?
That's wild, Cara.
That's got to be one of the stupidest things I've read in my lifetime. Come on, man.
Man, that was tough. That was tough, man.
It's a tough crowd.
God.
Yeah.
Man, she said, whack.
She probably. Who does she listen
Hey, Joey.
to?
So, that's a good question. Cara, type in who you listen to, so we can judge you now.
Yeah.
Joey, what's going on with the cigar safari? Is there going to be one possibly?
If I had to put my money on it for next year, it's a 50-50 shot at this point. You've got, with the COVID thing still in play, and then you have elections coming up in Nicaragua in the back half of the year. So it's going to be, wait and see.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I mean, if we, you got to make sure it's safe to travel, number one, and then also be in the country, number two. So
then you're responsible for other people at that point.
Yeah, I mean it's
so we gotta be sure. When they open it back up, they gotta be sure.
A lot of people forget that, man. You gotta take care of people.
Yeah. I mean, there's just too many. I mean, we've had people down there on trips when flare-ups have happened in the past, and it's not fun. It could be scary if you're sitting all of a sudden you're in Nicaragua and something's going down. You're like, oh my god, how do I get home?
Yeah.
You got to try to cross the border into Honduras and fly to Tegucigalpa, which is
why?
That's a fun airport to fly in and or out of.
Public Enemy,
Rakim,
Boogie Down with BDK, Big Daddy Kane.
Oh yeah,
man.
Yeah. Okay. On YouTube, if you look at Tiny Desk, they did a run of all the old school guys. They had Big Daddy Kane. They had Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
A couple of guys solo from Wu-Tang came on and did their thing. Amazing stuff. To just watch them perform in an acoustic setting, old school, old style. Amazing stuff. I mean, that's what I grew up in. I grew up in that, that late 80s, early 90s. That wave of I guess like Arrested Development is in that space as well. It's just it was still.
But to say Snoop and DMX are whack, that's far fetched.
Yeah, that is a little blasphemy here. I gotta agree with that, because you got some of the greatest right there when it comes down to Snoop and DMX. But then she comes back and says this:
Wu-Tang forever. Wu-Tang is for the children, man. I love Wu-Tang.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna throw this shit out there too. I just thought about this. So let's get y'all's take. Wu-Tang or Public Enemy?
A Public Enemy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Wu-Tang on the strength of their solo catalogs too, if we count those. Okay, that first wave of Wu-Tang solos and RZA produced everything. I mean, Liquid Swords, Cuban Links.
Mm-hmm.
Method Man's first album, ODB's first album, Iron Man. It's just, yeah. I'm sorry.
Right, I'll throw another one out there. MF Doom.
Love Doom.
Mic drop.
Oh shit.
Love Doom.
Oh wow.
Doom is.
I ain't heard that name in a minute.
Doom is shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
We listen to that all the time in the office. It's constant.
I remember seeing Doom. I saw Doom for the first time in, I think it was like 04, 05. And he opened up for Talib Kweli. And I didn't know who he was. And this guy comes out, he has a metal mask on. And the first song he played was a song where he flipped the Scooby-Doo theme song.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
He was rapping over Scooby-Doo, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I was just
Who
like,
does that shit?
Yeah. And then from then, I've just been a super fan ever since.
Yeah, he drops Ghidra and Audio Daily Double, and his raps are legend.
His wordplay is crazy.
A good side note: so the mask that Doom wears was designed and built by an artist named Keo, and Keo out of Brooklyn. He was one of the Cuba Arte artists.
Oh, nice! I didn't know that.
He's been big. He did a lot of the and still does a lot of stuff for Doom art-wise. And he's fantastic. Old, from the streets, from back in the day. Keo's a legend. And then his tie to Doom. It was funny too, because when we went to do our photo shoot in Brooklyn with Keo and the rest of the Cuba Arte artists, we stayed in this little Airbnb around the corner from the Brooklyn Bridge. And in the room that I stayed in, on a steam pipe, randomly, was a sticker for MF Doom. And I was like, damn, it was like they knew I was coming.
Y'all, as far as USA, you guys do a lot whenever you involve hip hop. Every time I've gone to the trade show, there's nothing but hip hop being played. And I know that's big up to Jonathan. And what really got that started, man? How did that really come in? I mean, I know that he's a huge hip hop fan, but what made you guys bring that to the trade shows?
It was what we were listening to. I mean, everybody. It didn't matter who it was. JD at the top of the heap was listening to it more mad crazy than most of us, but generally it's always been in the mix of everybody's musical repertoire, that they were playing. We play everything. Before JD was into hip hop, he was into Iron Maiden,
right.
From there to there,
I think that's really bringing a lot of people together whenever I look at you guys' brand, and I think that's very, very important that not only is this a cigar community, but we're also attaching a lot of the community together, and I think that's huge, man. I love what you guys are doing. I mean, hell, I think once I found you say cigars, I think I stuck with it for a minute, and it was just one of those things where just everything just came together. And like I said, Cara was pimping me out when I first got an event with her. But I love what Drew Estate has to bring, man. I really do, and it's great to have you guys on. Like I was saying earlier, I know you might have heard Joey, but I appreciate you guys giving me the love that you guys do, and supporting some of the stuff I do, man. It's great, and I will continue to support you guys 100%, man. I love the Drew Estate family, really do.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it.
Love you, Leo.
Yeah.
All right. I love hearing the love you, Leos. Not from you guys. Not from you guys.
I gotta go though, Leo. I love you, but I gotta go.
I do too. I think you care. I'm gonna get out of here. I don't want to waste. Of course, I don't want to waste anybody's or any more of anybody's Saturday. I know it's a lot of college football and stuff like that.
Oh no, not a waste, man. It was fun.
Yeah, I appreciate
no way, man.
all you guys coming on,
I
man.
can jump in.
I do need to get ready for my
you did.
game, man. Go Stros.
Oh,
yeah. I'm pulling for Tampa Bay. Sorry.
Ooh, we forced a game 7, man.
I'm pulling for Tampa Bay because y'all beat my White Sox, man. Y'all beat my White Sox, so I ain't happy about that. But no, man, I appreciate all you guys coming on, man. It's been fun. It's been real, and can't wait to link up with you guys again, man.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. Cheers.
All right, brother. Y'all be good.
All right,
Thanks,
man. Y'all be
Leo.
good. Be safe, and see you guys on the next one.
See ya. Bye.
All right. Well, another one down, Chris. I know you driving. I know you got some orders to put out. And
Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. The server just kicked me out for some crazy reason. I don't
that's
know.
because you're driving.
No, it was when I was at the house. It just kicked me out. I was like, what the hell?
I'm trying to give you an excuse, man. I'm trying to give you an excuse.
But it's funny is when I am rolling, I get better on my phone. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah, it was a cool show, man. Those guys are funny as hell as always, down to earth. But yeah, you know how we do. know how we do.
Another great showdown, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm looking forward to next month, man. I'm kind of anxious about it, so we'll
Oh
see what we can
yeah,
do.
yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. We're getting a whole bunch of stuff together. You know, have some new stuff there, some stuff from the cigar bakery that's coming especially for that event. You know, so some stuff nobody's ever tasted before. So yeah, if you miss out, then it's on you. You know, but yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
That's
I'm looking
okay.
forward to it. You know, but I know we'll be in the house doing it up.
Yes, sir. The website is always available.
That's right. That's right. So
All right, man. I'm
all
gonna get
right,
out of here. I'm gonna finish enjoying my my Earl tea, my Earl Grey tea,
yeah,
and
Earl
I'm
Grey.
gonna enjoy the rest of my Saturday.
No work. No, that's it. You done for the
No
day.
work. This it. Done for the day, baby.
Oh damn! Get out of
We
here.
out of here. Yeah,
That's
man.
what's up.
So no, man, I appreciate everybody for joining. Thank you guys. Please don't forget about my peoples right here, Brew Bar. If you guys are ever in the San Diego area, Brew Bar is a place to come to. Specialty drinks on tap. There's beer, wine, good coffee, and also great teas, man. So you guys make sure when you come out here, you head this way. If you don't, hit me up and I'll bring you out this way. Love you
That's right.
guys. Appreciate everybody. See you guys on the next one. And make sure you cut, light, draw, and sip. And we out.
Right. We out. Peace.